Hello and Assalamualaikum. So now I would like to discuss on mini project report for ITT633. So me as a representative of this group, Muhammad Karizlan bin Muhammad Zaki, and my two group members, Muhammad Sharizal and Izzat Aiman. So moving on to the introduction, as we all see before on the proposal, project is on ECL automation using Napalm. As the industry transforms with technology from server virtualization to public and private cloud with self-service capability, containerized application and platform as service, one of the areas that continue to lag behind is the network. In our project, we are conducting network automation using Napalm and implement it on ACL. We perform packet filtering to control and provide security by limiting access traffic into a network. So the problem statement. First, manual tasks use too many calls. Second, manual task is not efficient as it has too many complexities. Third, human intervention lead to error and many problems. And last one, slow to run in multiple OS. So the objective is to reduce the operational costs. Second, to increase the efficiency of the network. Third, to prevent network problems caused by human error. And last one, to increase the efficiency when run network on multiple OS. So the significant application programming interface is a code that allows the data to be transmitted from one to another application to another. API is just like a middleman that helps us to interact with separate software component or resource, for example, or real life. We can take API as a fan. Doesn't know how the fan can spin when we open the switch of the fan. API would include information about what the fan can do, and it also include information about how you could make it spin. So moving on to the implementation. So the software we are using is ACL. It is an open source and free program that can be used to manage permission, auditing, and ownership information. It does everything the tool built in Windows do, and much more. So the library we are using is a Napalm Python library. Napalm is an automation framework written in a Python for the use of Python with this. We can automate ACL to network setup. So Napalm also offers a unified API that makes it possible to share code between network device and vendor. Moving on, the description, Napalm, which is network automation and programmability abstraction layer with multi-vendor support, is a Python library that implements a set of functions to interact with different network device operating systems using unified API. How to use it? The requirement of this Python is of Napalm implementation is Linux, Python 3, PIP, or Python virtual environment. It's optional. Then we may proceed with few commands that we can see here. And lastly, we can, after we have used all the command in the Linux, then we can start to use the command and start the coding on the editor, code editor apps. So on analysis part, importing a Napalm library to able to use all the functions stated in it. Creating a main function as main thing to start up the function of method Napalm to provide for making the configuration in a multi-vendor network. Issue that we are facing currently implementing network automation, so it will make a better network using a Python library that exists in the network world. For the issue, Our team has been using the Napalm library to automate the network for our working purpose. We can see that this Python library had actually helped on maintaining the features of the network so that it could work perfectly. So you can see our group, me as a team leader, Muhammad Sharizal, and Iza Aiman as a team members. So in conclusion, network automation had aided in the resolution of numerous network challenges by enhancing the IT infrastructure ability to grow while doing complicated analysis based on input from the network and various components. So you can see that if we are quite appreciative of this work that we have done, and if given the opportunity to work together again, could lead to strengthen our teamwork and gain more benefit in the future project. So for the appendix, we have few question and answer on Napalm. So I might be taking for the number 2 question. So what is Napalm? As we can see before, Napalm is a Python library that implements a set of functions to interact with different network device operating system using unified API. So does Napalm use netcore? Napalm is an abstraction layer on top of whatever protocol you have to use to connect to the network device. It gives you the ability to get, merge, or replace configuration on network device without thinking about the underlying interfaces. So what can support network automation Napalm? So there are few here, which is Arista EOS, Cisco IOS, Cisco IOS XR, Cisco NX OS, and Juniper June OS. So that's all for our report review. Thank you.